Trish here again. Today's brain boosting tip is actually a little bit similar to what we did in the last video where we talked about avoid asking kids questions. This one is alternatives to getting hysterical when your kids do crazy things, which sometimes is easier said than done because our kids can do some outlandish things and then we get emotional. And what I'm going to ask you to do is when we get emotional and then we end up punishing them, it's a lost opportunity for learning. Instead, we can do this other thing and provide an opportunity for learning for our kids. So next time your child grabs the e-tablet out of your other child's hand and you're all frustrated because you're like, oh my gosh, you want to say, why did you do that? Here's the thing. He doesn't know why he did that. Or, what were you thinking? She wasn't thinking. She just grabbed it. Or whatever it happened to be, or, spilling the water all over their siblings' homework, or knocking over whatever their child was playing with on the floor and breaking it to smithereens, or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever crazy thing your child does, instead of getting emotional, if you take a deep breath and tell them what you see, tell them what you observe. Wow. So your sister's on the floor in tears because that thing she was just building is now in pieces all over the floor, broken to smithereens. Or, wow, now your brother's homework is completely sopping wet on the kitchen table. Or 1 minute that e-tablet was in your sister's hand and the next second it's in your hand. And allow your children to respond to what you see, because that gives them the opportunity to make it right. If they messed up because they weren't thinking, it gives them the opportunity to make it right. And wouldn't you rather give your kids the opportunity to make it right and fix whatever problem that they caused because they weren't thinking, because they were being emotional, because they just did something on impulse that ended up causing a huge problem? So it gives them the opportunity that they made a mess. You give them the chance to clean it up. Just make sure your kids each have a chance to talk and they don't interrupt each other. And look what you'll be doing. You'll be developing problem-solving skills, which grows their emotional quotient and develops social skills. All of that could have just been obliterated if you'd have lost your cool. And I'm not saying you'll never lose your cool. I mean, I used to lose my cool. We are not perfect. Moms and dads and caregivers, we are not perfect. We just do the best we can. But the next time your child does something crazy, see if you can take a deep breath and then tell them what you see and let your child respond.